Hey guys, so I was really late this week. This whole day kind of threw me off, and it's just crazy. I really want to apologize for the late start, but when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade. So I think I've been saying that saying wrong all this time. So let's get into it. So no one's here yet because, as I said, this whole day was just filled with things I didn't anticipate. So you guys would have seen me promote that I was gonna have a guest, and then she had a work emergency and I changed the time, and then things just weren't working out. And usually when I'm that off, it would throw me off. I'd get miserable, and I was so at peace, and I was happy about that, for being at peace. Because see, I don't even cue up the song. I mean, I'm just a hot mess tonight. Then I started having technical difficulties. I'm changing the lighting for Queens Under Eyes. So today was just one of those days, and it's not as bad as last week, where I had said to you guys it was the first week I didn't want to do this. It wasn't a case like that. It was more of things just didn't feel right. My hair wasn't fixing good. Just like one little thing go wrong, and then everything just felt kind of wrong. That's what I was experiencing. But I was saying, everything happens for a reason. I'm at this place where I'm more accepting of not everything is gonna be the way you want when you want it to be. So this week, because I had to make changes, because my whole structure of this week had to change, because my guest at the last minute had to postpone because of her work emergency. I had to change the whole thing to my new topic, which is not a bad topic. Okay, so where are my notes? See, I'm a mess tonight. Okay, I don't even know where my notebook is. So I'm gonna play the song and then go and find my notebook with my notes for tonight. You see, I told you guys I'm a hot mess tonight. So the song tonight is I Can by Chronix. I really love this song. There was a point in my life where I played this song every morning. Chronix, big up yourself for this song. When I look at where I'm coming from, I know I'm blessed, and I close my eyes and smile. Sometimes I feel like the richest man in Babylon, and I've done my best, so everything's alright inside. Oh, every morning I rise, I stare at the sun. I know it is a blessing, so when the evening comes, I lift up my eyes to the hills, I'm blessed, no man. With my two hands in the air as far as I can. Yeah, as far as I can. I can, yeah. With my two hands in the air as far as I can. Oh, every morning I rise, I stare at the sun. I know it is a blessing. yeah. Lift up my eyes to the hills, I'm blessed, oh man. Sometimes I'm lost and far from home, but I found my way. I follow my heart, I know I'll be found someday. While I'm lost, I learn and live. What do you say? Let's have a good time until that day. Oh, every morning, I rise, I stare at the sun. I know it is a blessing. So when the evening comes, I lift up my eyes to the hills, I'm blessed, oh man. With my two hands in the air as far as I can. Yeah, as far as I can. I can, yeah. My two hands in the air as far as I can. Oh, every morning I rise, I stare at the sun. I know it is a blessing. Yeah. Lift up my eyes to the hills, I'm blessed, oh man. With my two hands in the air as far as I can. Yeah. As far as I can. I can. Yeah. Lift my two hands in the air as far as I can. Really love that song. So, you know, that song is really just about once there's life, there's hope, you know. It doesn't matter what you may be going through, you know, you can just, once there's a new day. And as I said, there was a point in my life where I listened to that song every morning as my get the day started song. So I really love that song, and I like the video. The video is beautiful. It shows so many nice places in Jamaica. It shows the beauty of our country. And I mean, I don't normally play a next song so quick, but I have this song here anyway, so why not? Just, if anybody remembers this song, just to remind you of how beautiful our country is. Lord of mercy, help me pick up Jamaica, the land of wood and water. The system might not proper, but we love the vibe, the food and the culture. Whoa, can't you see the beauty of this country? Me never know a serious thing until me reach a foreign. So what a nice place to live. Sweet Jam, don't know the problem is. Dollars not running, what a nice place to live. Sweet Jam, don't know the problem is. Dollars not run. So I didn't even plan to do that, but I had that song. I'm using it for a video that I'm editing, and I was just like, oh, I really love this song, you know. So big up Tony Rebel too. I mean, I've met Tony Rebel and he's a really cool guy. And you know, I remember when I was in high school, a guy who likes me, no, not high school, when I was at UTech, a guy who liked me had dedicated Tony Rebels, "I love you like a fresh vegetable. So tell me if you love Tony Rebel." So I shared that with him, and he's like, you know, so you're not the first person to say that. Jinx told me said that's what Sean Paul did dedicate to her to as the first song when him did Just Start Date. So I was like, that's pretty cool. And him say, yo, when him did write that song, it was not intended to be a love song, but him loves him fans interpret it that way. So that was just a fun memory to share. So, you know, I'm feeling good that in spite of everything, I'm keeping a positive energy. So let's get into this week. So, you know, this is episode 9. Like, wow, I can't believe I've done this 9 times now, and not every week is easy. Not every week is what I want it to be, but I'm really enjoying it. and I'm feeling myself transform while I share my experiences with you guys. I mean, anyone who has done anything like this knows that it takes courage to be this open. It takes courage to share your story because you never know what will happen, and I'm just trying. And I started my little business and I started this movement to help people to be a part of something bigger than myself. And I hope that it's happening. I hope that I'm giving good advice to persons, and I hope this is the start of something beautiful. So no one's here, and that's fine because the whole thing got thrown off because of timing, but I'm still gonna do it even if it's just with myself. So the topic that I came up with this week is trust the process, and I actually made a post on my page earlier today, and I'm gonna just read it because it speaks to trusting the process. And I mean, not everything is gonna happen the way we want it, but we have to trust and have faith that it's happening the way it should be and the way that will work out best for us. So the post I did today was, God knows what he's doing. When it seems like things are falling apart, they're actually falling together. So that is trusting God that he, in his divine ways, know what we need more than what we think we need, which he's our creator. So of course he does, and he's all knowing, he's all powerful. And I'm gonna just share a devotional that my mom shared with us as a family this week, and it says, the benefits of trust. He shall not be afraid of evil tidings. His heart is firmly fixed, trusting, leaning on, and being confident in the Lord. That's Psalms 112 verse 7. There are many wonderful benefits that we experience from trusting God. But one of the most important is that we no longer need to live in fear. There are many things in life that we cannot handle, but God can handle anything, and he will always help us and show us what we need to do if we put our trust in him. Fear is the normal human response to any kind of bad news, but thankfully we can make a choice to trust God rather than going with how we feel. When we trust God, we not only shut the door on fear, but we release peace and joy in our lives. Trust relieves stress, and that helps our health and our relationships. Trust also releases God to work in our lives and brings solutions to the problems that we need help with. Trust is very beneficial, and it is God's desire that we trust him at all times in every situation. Father, please help me to grow in trusting you. So this is beautiful to me because, everybody knows that you're more comfortable when you're in a place where you're with people who you trust. And who better to trust than God? He knows everything. He's always there for us. Even when we fall, even when we falter, he's just so wonderful to us that even when we disappoint him, he doesn't leave us out. And I mean, trusting him should be something that comes naturally, but a lot of times we want something so badly and we think that it's the best thing for us, but God doesn't give it to us because he has something better for us, and he wants us to trust him for something better. So I find myself these days just in a place of peace, where I'm trusting the process, because I've been through some difficult things this past year with my health, with looking for a job, and I'm sure that a lot of people are facing that. But I talk about this all the time. You can't just wait for something to materialize. You have to make things happen for yourself. That's how Queens on the Rise started. Just me wanting to have a charity slash parts, I don't even know, foundation type thing as part of my business where I can help people, and that's pretty much where Queens on the Rise came from. So I decided to start doing this book earlier in the episodes because I don't want to not give the financial tip, because I think in a time like this when the money is really not that much, we need to pinch it, and I think these tips that I've been giving are really helpful. So I'm going to share this week's tip. It's cultivate a savings mentality. So it's a quote by Benjamin Franklin, who is on the $100 US, I think. Yeah. And you would be wealthy if you think saving as well as getting. So you hear what he's saying. So the same way you're thinking about getting the money, so you're like, yeah man, payday, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna do all them fun things there. Yeah, you need to say, okay, so I'm gonna put 15 to 20% aside to save. Money that I'm not going to touch. Money that I'm going to invest in my future days. Want to buy that new house? Want to buy that new car? Want to buy a bed? I mean, sometimes your bed wants to, I think my bed wants to change. But, things like that. So we need to start making better decisions when we get the money. So you get some money, so your auntie send some money for you as a surprise. And you get the money and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to go buy all these crazy things. And like, oh God, I always wanted that. I mean, we're all guilty of it. We get the money and we're like, oh my God, so I always wanted this gold earring. And then that gold earring turned into a gold earring, a bangle, a chain. And you're like, oh my, and you just go crazy. And then as you quit, money gone. So let's make better decisions when we get money. So when we get it, let's plan for it. Let's budget it out. Any little extra, let's save it instead of splurge. Something to think about. So the power statement is, saving is an important part of healthy financial future, and setting aside money for funds, especially an emergency cushion fund, should be a part of every budget. Now we all know about that. You were planning to do something at the end of the week, and then your mother gets sick and you have to carry her to the hospital, or your baby gets sick, or a piece of your roof break off in your house or something, and you don't have no money to fix it because you have no emergency fund. So let's work on that, changing our mentality to that of saving instead of splurging and spending. So yeah, I'm gonna share from the gratitude book again, and this week is entitled The Ultimate Promise Keeper. Heavenly Father, when I long to feel protected in the midst of change and unknowns, I dwell on your commitment to me. You keep your promises to watch over me and my family because we are yours. As I focus on your unchanging guard, I am changed. My faith is boosted and my fears are soothed. Thank you for staying true to all the pledges you have made. He will cover you with his feathers. He will shelter you with his wings. His faithful promises are your armor and protection. Psalm 93 verse 4. So if you've noticed, basically all my devotionals were driven towards trusting God, because he kept reminding me of this week. Things not working out the way you want it. Trust me, I have something better in mind. And I can tell you, even though this week was not perfect, wasn't a bad week. I did some exciting stuff. I mean, yesterday I emceed an event for some young people, and it was really fun. I had a lot of fun, and I think we both enjoyed, well, it's not just two of us, it was a group of young people and myself and some other colleagues in my age group, and it was fun just to share our experience as a little older now. I'm not old, but you know, I'm in my 30s now. I'm seasoned. But you know, it's fun to share with young people, and I shared things with them that I wish I had followed. So people always come and share things with you when you're little, and when you're a teenager especially, and then when you reach college. Remember, I always talk about how me did fool, and I never want to listen to people who are older than me, because I thought, I was like, I knew everything. Hi Ron, thanks for joining. I really thought, I was just like, I don't need to hear what you have to say, because I know everything. That was just my whole vibe. And it wasn't even that I knew everything. It's just that, you know, you're kind of arrogant when you all touch 18. You're like, alright, man, I don't know. I can drink now, I can go out. Yeah. And then when you start really getting to it, I kind of feel like I miss the days when I could go to my father for lunch money and be like, oh daddy, I need X or Y. Yeah, it's really not the same when you're in your 30s. I miss those days. And so I'm gonna continue. So I'm at the segment of this where, so it's two guys in here, but guys can use this too. So I'm gonna share the product that I have planned for this week. It's a coconut oil. It's by Palmer's, and it's good for moisturizing your hair. So I don't know if you guys know about the properties of coconut oil. It's a good moisture agent. So this is the product. I'll write the name of it in the bio when I'm finished, but you know, it's sulfate free, no parabens. You know, they say it's natural and it's raw coconut oil, and usually, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of really bright. Raw coconut oil, you can tell, because especially when it's cold pressed, it's usually white and thick and creamy, and that's how it is. And you know, the benefits of coconut oil is just moisture, moisture, moisture. It strengthens your hair. It also has in manoi oil, which is to nourish and repair, olive oil, which is to condition the scalp and control frizz, vitamin E, which helps us to protect against damage. So it's a really good product. I've been using it for a couple months now, and I feel, you know, my hair is growing back nice and thick. So anybody who has cut off their hair and grow back their hair know that it's an up and down journey. So I'm in my awkward stage of my hair now, where the length is kind of weird, and I'm working through that. So my other product is a female product though, guys. This is a lip gloss that I really love. It's by LA Girl, and it's called Super Shine Pout Lip Gloss. I'm wearing it. It's nude and I love it already. So this is a product that I can share that you guys will like. So it is a neck fan. So it has two little fans, and I don't know about you guys, I feel like this has been one of the hottest weeks of the year, and I've been struggling. So I got this fan and I love it. So I turn it into my face, put it on my shoulder, put it around my neck rather, and it blows in my face, and I can tell you it's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'd be like doing things, I'd be exercising, I'd be washing the dishes, and the fan is just blowing directly in my face, and I really love that. So I'm selling it. So it's for 2.5. If you're interested, you can message me and ask about the Neckfan, and we'll make an arrangement as to how you can get one from me. So I mean, that's pretty much this week's episode. I shared my song, I spoke about my products, and I am done. So you guys came kind of late, but thank you for joining, and I hope that this week was great. So you guys can always watch it. Big up yourself, Shelvez Creations, and Run Dynasty. Run, my boo. How's everything? I need to call you and ask you about daddy life and the baby. So enough love and respect. Love you guys. Mwah.